Hey everyone, Kathy here, and I thought I would do our little annual garden tour. We're just going to confine it to the front yard because we've got this lovely new garden we installed last fall, and I'll explain why we did this. But we'll kind of start over here with our planters. We had some cedar planters we built last year, and they've seasoned for a year, so I went ahead and stained them this lovely kind of an espresso stain, and then I planted them with some of these orange geranium and Dusty Miller. So we'll move on to the front section here, and I've got this gorgeous willow. Trying to watch where I walk here. A gorgeous willow. It grows tons during the year. I'm constantly giving it haircuts, but it's just really a beautiful tree. And if you can see, it gets these little pinkish tips on it, on new growth. It's just gorgeous. Love it, love it. I did have a Japanese maple in front of the window, but I took it out because it didn't survive the winter. So I put in a hydrangea there. Moving along, we've got some tulips. I've got some lilies down here that are coming up. We've got our hosta all over the place, and this is just starting to come into bloom. This is our I think they call it a Pride of Moscow or Russian lilac, and it's just starting to get these delicate little blooms, and they smell so fragrant when they're blooming. So I can't wait for that to be fully in bloom. We planted this last year, and it survived the winter, and it's got a lot of new growth already. See, this is all new growth right here, and this is only mid-May. If you look back here, I've got two Rouge Cardinal Clematis. There's the other one over there. Oops, I should say there's the other one. I've got another hydrangea I just planted, and more hosta here. And up on a standard, we have a Korean lilac. It's going to be blooming within a week or two, I think. And come down here, we have our Jackman Clematis growing up the obelisk. And so anyway, these are doing really well, this garden, and hopefully the hydrangea, the bush that I planted over there, makes it. Now to talk about why we put in our raised garden, the soil here is terrible. I think they left a lot of backfill in the land around here when they built these houses, so you can only go down a few inches before you're hitting rock. And I love to garden, so we put in this raised garden. And I planted tulips last fall, so I'd have something to look at this spring before I planted. Well, now we've got the planting done, and we'll take you around and show you the different plants I put in here. This is a topiary Scots pine. That's what it is. We got it in Ottawa at a greenhouse in Ottawa. It was not cheap, but so my husband's like, you better keep that alive. So plenty of water, and to keep it from getting too big, what you do is you take these candles, these are called candles, and you like pinch them off or pinch them in half, just depending on how much or how little you want it to grow. So that's our beautiful specimen tree. Looking down here, I've got a mugo pine right there. Same thing, if you want to keep it smaller, you just cut those candles off. But I want it to grow a little bit, so I'm leaving them on. This is my Japanese maple. This is a Crimson Queen Japanese maple, and usually I overwinter it in the garage. The last 3 winters I've kept it in the garage, and then I bring it out in the spring. This year I decided I'm going to plant it in this garden, and I'm going to see if it lives. So that's the plan. We'll see if it lives out here. It can be a little temperamental in this climate. So I planted it kind of behind this cedar, which I will keep in shape by trimming. It's not going to overtake the garden. We'll look straight ahead. I've got a hydrangea tree here in the center. And underneath I have Super Bells petunias in red. I'm going with reds in this garden because this is the year of the garden. Here in Canada, it's also plant red to remember those who we've lost for the coronavirus, as well as in support of all our first responders and nurses and doctors who've worked so hard during the pandemic. So it's plant red, and that's what the theme is. I went with here is red. So that's what I've got, the red Super Bells over there. And you can see the red tulips with the purple. So we'll come around this way. And these are some purple salvia that I transplanted from my other area. They were in with the hostas and you couldn't see them, so I moved them over here. So they're not up and blooming yet. But look at the azalea. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous red azalea. I just love it. The color pops, and this is a nice little setting here with my little Buddha and the little solar fountain. Just really cute. I've got some red dianthus planted here, and then I also have, and I wrote it down, there's a Siskiyou pink Gora over here. So they're not red, but they are pink, and they're supposed to get they could get up to 2-3 feet maybe, but they're long wispy tendrils with lots of flowers, so I can't wait to see them. And then you see I've got boxwood over here. I've got another boxwood on the other front corner. We've also got another Mugo pine to balance out from the other one on the other side. So we come around over here. I've got the Karl Lagerfeld red peony. So that should come back every year, hopefully. We've got a spirea. This is a Glow Girl spirea. I love the green foliage, really pops. Different shades of green going on. Just love it. And then we've got another Rouge Cardinal clematis over here. So that's my tour. Sorry, I'm swatting away mosquitoes. But I just love this garden. It's like my pride and joy right now. And I'll post photo updates on our community tab over there from time to time, let you know how things are growing. But this is my favorite part of the yard. And if we look over here, I've got a couple more of these willow trees, and I'm just gonna let them kind of grow like crazy because I love the foliage. I love the way they look, just like the one in the corner over there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my quick little front yard garden tour for 2022, and I hope you're all doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you on another video soon. Until then, take care everyone, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.